Well, each week at this particular time, I'd love to find out what's going on in the Mid-Atlantic region by checking in with Ben Hushon of The Mill. He's based in Whitehall, Maryland, and Ben joins us right now by phone. And Ben, thanks for joining us here. I talked with you here last week, and you were talking about the fact that, well, the guys had been starting their corn harvest. They were pretty much done with the silage. They were planting winter wheat, I believe, and just wondered what was on the agenda here this week and how the weather's been cooperating there.
Good morning, Marlin. Probably everything you listed, they're doing because they're farmers and they like to keep a lot of balls in the air. It seems like. But Lee, the past week since we talked last Tuesday, we've had very warm weather. No rain until late last night, so it's been pretty much. Farmers have been pretty much running wide open. Got back into shelling corn again. Still, soybeans are being cut, and like you said, they are. If they've got a little bit of help, they'll be out chopping stalks and planting wheat. Barley's done, pretty much done, but cover crop and wheat they're trying to balance now. I think when the grain dryer gets full, they stop and go planting wheat and cover crops. It seems like.
Well, I know you said they were going great guns on corn harvest here last week, really going at it there. How far along do you think they are right now?
Well, I talked to several folks yesterday. In fact, I was up Long Grove and spent some time with Gross brothers, Ed, Bob, Sam, Russ, and pretty much they echoed the same thing that growers were telling me Saturday and also again on Monday, that they're about 50% done their corn harvest. Beans all over the place, a little bit lighter on beans, but folks that have a good many acres to do, they're running about halfway through. They're still running. I tell you, it's interesting, Marlon. We talked about it last week. Still having trouble finding corn under 18%. Typically running 19, 20. I know the yield monitor I was watching there yesterday, he was running that 17 to 19. But corn, generally standing with all the moisture and all the disease we had, even for the viewers that can see the video, the corn generally is standing very well. There's some exceptions, but it's really getting into the higher yields now. Some of the corn they were into a couple weeks ago, they planted early. Took 3-4 weeks to get out of the ground. What folks are into now, they're really seeing some exceptional yields in general.
All right, and of course they're going to be added very strong here this week if the weather cooperates. What's the outlook heading toward the weekend here, Ben? Are you supposed to get really cold or damp there?
Well, relatively cold. I mean, compared to today is just about T-shirt and shorts weather, but as most of you heard Tim Ross saying right before I came on, the cold rain is coming up north into the northeast, so they're calling. We had a little bit of rain last night, half inch, a lot of wind. I was kind of worried when daylight came whether there was going to be any corn left standing because, the wind was howling, but still looks good. So guys are going to probably get back in the field here shortly. The sun's back out brightly, and there is rain called for this weekend, so they'll be running wide open again until the next rain comes.
All right. Well, we certainly wish you guys all the best, and thanks for the update and for sharing all the videos. In fact, in case you're wondering, Ben took all those videos here just in the last day or so right there in Maryland, so we thank him for that. Ben will check in with you next week. Ben Hushon of The Mill in Whitehall, Maryland. We'll come back in a moment, and I'll run down all the new market activity for you. Maybe a little bit of a shakeup since we talked last time. Let's take a look when we come back.